Take a deep breath. Now hold it. Feels simple, almost boring. But inside your body, subtle switches flip, sensors wake up. Not panic, precision, because holding your breath doesn't trigger chaos. It triggers a calculated survival response. And the strangest part? That intense urge to breathe has almost nothing to do with oxygen. So what is really happening? Let's break it down fast, clear, and honestly fascinating. Here's an important correction right away. The moment you stop breathing, your body does not instantly think you're drowning. There's no emergency siren yet. Instead, your physiology starts monitoring. Breath holding, especially when calm and dry, gradually activates a response called the mammalian dive reflex. This reflex becomes much stronger with prolonged apnea or cold water on the face. It's ancient, shared with seals and whales. And in humans, it ramps up, not explodes. As apnea continues, your heart rate begins to slow. This is bradycardia, not weakness. Efficiency. A slower heart consumes less oxygen. At the same time, peripheral vasoconstriction kicks in. Blood vessels in the arms and legs tighten, redistributing blood flow toward the brain and heart. This isn't blood rerouting itself randomly. It's controlled vascular logic. Your body is deciding what matters most. Now, let's talk about the spleen. In humans, the spleen can contract subconsciously during apnea. This releases additional red blood cells into circulation. But let's be precise. This increase is modest, roughly 10 to 20%, and varies by individual and training. It's nothing like marine mammals, but it does slightly improve oxygen transport. Freedivers do not rely on this alone. They train their whole physiology to work together. Now, for the biggest misunderstanding, that urge to breathe, it's not low oxygen. It's rising carbon dioxide. As you hold your breath, CO2 accumulates in your blood. Your brainstem tracks this relentlessly. When CO2 crosses a threshold, it sends a powerful signal. Breathe immediately. Even if oxygen levels are still relatively safe, that discomfort isn't suffocation. It's chemical feedback. This is why trained freedivers don't train oxygen deprivation. They train CO2 tolerance and nervous system control. Slow breathing, relaxation, efficiency. They delay the CO2 alarm without starving the brain. And this distinction matters, because ignoring co-signals without training or safety, that's where real danger begins. Here's the unsettling truth. You can lose consciousness while oxygen is still present in your blood. This usually happens after hyperventilation. Hyperventilation lowers CO2 too much, a state called hypocapnia, that delays the brain's warning system. Meanwhile, oxygen can drop suddenly, especially during ascent in diving. No alarm, no panic, just blackout. That's why professionals follow strict rules, and why breath holding is not a game of willpower. Holding your breath isn't a test of toughness. It's a conversation between chemistry, circulation, and evolution. Every slowed heartbeat, every tightened vessel, every uncomfortable signal exists for one reason: to protect your brain, not dramatically, quietly, relentlessly. Your body isn't fragile. It's cautious and remarkably intelligent. If this clarified something you felt your whole life but never understood, hit like, share this with someone who thinks breath holding is about willpower, and subscribe for more fast, clear explanations of the invisible systems keeping you alive every second.